Hey, Questers, welcome back to the channel. And yes, I have just spent the time to watch 73 Yards. And I have to say, it's a better episode. I do. I'm trying to be honest with you with my opinion. And I believe this was a far better episode than the previous ones because, well, let's just face it, Chuty wasn't in it. He was in it for a couple of minutes at the beginning, a couple of minutes at the end. The rest of it was all Ruby Sunday. It was all Millie Gibson. And that's what I liked about it because it was Millie Gibson to me. I think Millie Gibson, compared to Ncuti Gatwa, is a good actress. Ncuti is terrible. I always said that. I always said that, and I always will. And people keep saying to me, "Oh, but what about Barbie?" Blah blah blah. Yeah, but Barbie was successful because of the following it got. The movie got. Ncuti was in it, but he wasn't a major character. So yeah, try another one. But yeah, it's and Ncuti wasn't allowed to be himself in that movie, right? He was playing a Ken, so he wasn't actually allowed to be as flamboyant as himself in it. Whereas in Doctor Who, he's showing this is who he is. This is him. This is not the Doctor. This is Ncuti Gatwa. But yeah, and a couple of notes, Russell. If you ever see this, I doubt you will, because you think that the castles were built around Wales as torture centres? Seriously? Really? They were not. They were not. They were actually, most of them were actually built not by the English either, by Welsh as defensive positions against the English if we went to war. That's what they were. Some were built after, like the larger ones, the palaces and stuff like that. They were built by noble families to this is showing off our wealth. This is showing off our strength, our power over you normal people. You right? That's basically what it was. Your entire perception of what a castle represents is wrong because your representation is wrong on history. And if you truly believe that this was a horror episode, I think you need to go and watch some horrors, mate. You need to go and watch a horror, a thriller, and chillers. You need to watch a lot of them to see what you got wrong, because you were terribly wrong about this being a horror. I know you said it's got a horror aspect to it, but I didn't see it. I didn't even see any supernatural stuff really. But you guys can comment down below and let me know if you think I'm wrong. Well, you will anyway. I know that. But yeah, uh, the fact that you're showing a lot in this episode, despite Shooty's not in it. No. But like I said, it's a better episode because Shooty's not in it. I just wish it was going to be the same next week. But it's worked out because Shooty's back. And yes, it's more terrible writing. The message is still there, but it's not as prominent. I think that's mainly down to the fact that Shooty's not in it. So yeah, and you could tell in the dialogue as he was expressing, as he was mentioning, as he was acting out the dialogue, you could tell that he was annoyed. You could tell that he was frustrated that he can't be himself because this is Ruby's episode. This is Millie's episode, right? So because he's not going to be in it, he's not happy. You can tell in his acting that he's not happy. You can absolutely tell. And if you comment if you comment that you can't tell if how he's feeling, you can, because you can see it in his face and you can hear it as he's playing, reading the dialogue or acting the dialogue or whatever you want to call it. It's absolutely the same old trash from Ncuti, but because Ncuti not in it, it's a better episode. Yeah, this could be a bit confusing, so I hope you you stick to it. But yeah, there was a bit of a bait and switch because the pub sign doesn't say 73 yards in the episode. That was just for advertising. And yeah, it's about a woman that won't come within 73 yards of Ruby. Now that's interesting. I mean, that's very specific. We get to see Kate Lethbridge Stewart in this, which is good. It's nice to see her despite things, and we get to see Unit in action for what action they give. Talk about having no respect for previous. I'm actually surprised they bothered with Kate Lethbridge Stewart, to be honest. But yeah, and I've read that they want Unit to be in every season, so they want at least one Unit episode every season. Why? It's Doctor Who. It's not Unit. Unit could do. You could have done a spin-off show for Unit years ago, but you didn't bother. You even set it up with who was it? Mickey and Martha. Because you even set it up in an episode, David Tennant's final episode, I think, where he died, where he regenerates. You set it up that Martha and Mickey were a couple, were married or something, and they were part of Unit. That was a setup. You set that up, but you never did it. You should have done back then, BBC, but you didn't bother. You could have had a quite a good spin-off of Unit. Maybe even could have been better than Torchwood, to be honest. But you set things up and you don't follow through. You know, I think that was a mistake. I mean, that could have been an interesting show. I think so. But yeah. I'm glad there wasn't so much woke DEI trash in this. But it's the only one that I'm not going to call woke DEI trash for the moment until I see next week's. So yeah, if you like a bit of comedy and a few weird things, then yeah, that happens in this episode. So I'm not gonna say don't watch it, but I will say, yeah, open mind with it because it is a better episode simply because Chuty's not in it. I was so happy. I was so happy that Chuty wasn't in it. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. Please do remember to hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below. And be nice, guys. Be nice. I've had a few comments that are personal attacks at me, and I don't appreciate that. So if you're going to attack me, shut up. But yeah, I mean, check out the merch linked in the description below, and also consider the tipping page, which is also linked in the description below. If you want to support the channel. And until next time, guys, take care, stay safe, and may the Schwartz be with you always.